very good morning to all of you. At the outset, we are thankful for giving us the opportunity to showcase the state digital SBI, India's largest commercial bank, having a more than 217 years of legacy of banking operations, and it is continuing. Now, I think in the first, just before I came here, in the presentation, we have seen that how the government has actually helped the citizen of India to leverage the digital landscape with the Jam Trinity, with the DigiLocker, with the Aadhaar-based enabled systems, and more so. And the latest one was the Bassini also. I think the ecosystem has been developed for taking the digital India on the digital platform. And BFSI is no behind. And when we talk about the BFSI, State Bank of India is also in the forefront of taking the digital strides in the country. As I said, SBI has always been the forefront of embracing the new technology and delivering the best-in-class services to their customers. And definitely it requires banks to invest heavily in the digital ecosystems also, as well as in the, making available the digital products and services to its customers. Before I go into the digital transformation, I just would like to touch upon the digital transformation of SBI, how it evolved. As I just said, SBI has roots in way back in 1806 when the Bank of Madras was established in 1806, and by SBI has covered more than 200 years since then. Now, when we talk about the digital transformation, it has two facets. One is basically internal digital transformation, creating the internal capabilities basically to empower this digital transformation. And second thing on the customer centricity, customer facing or customer channels also. Now, when we talk about the internal capabilities and internal digital transformation, it started somewhere in 1990s, where basically we started with installing the PCs in our branches, and that time actually we started with the digital, local branch level computerizations. Later on in 2003, and before that also we actually launched our internet banking site also in 2001. And today, after two decades, it is the fifth most popular internet banking sites in the world, that is online SBI.SBI now. In 2003, we embarked upon the core banking journey, and that time around more than 25,000 branches were brought under the core banking systems, and we completed this journey somewhere around 2008, which also includes bringing core banking and bringing our 155 branches across 24 countries across the world. So it's not about only our Indian operations, our global operations were also brought under the core banking systems. We also, in 2001, we started the internet banking. Somewhere in 2009, we also launched our mobile applications, also Anywhere Banking. And later on in 2012, we launched the kiosk banking facilities also. At the same time, when we were looking at this digital transformation and bringing more and more services and products on the digital side, we also launched our cash management products and supply chain finance also for the corporate bank to bring it on the digital and on the digital platform. But somewhere in 2016 and 17, bank felt that probably I think something is missing so far your mobile banking is concerned. We need to cater to the aspirations of the millennials and Gen Y and Z customers. And that is how this YONO, you only need one, that came up somewhere around in 2017, which basically gives the platform not only for the digital banking, but also for the financial superstores. It brings the financial superstores and the open marketplace. When I talk about the financial superstores, as you know, SBI is a conglomerate and offers all sorts of banking and financial needs. Cater to the banking and financial services of the customers, be it banking, be it a mutual fund, general insurance, life insurance, demat and other services. So all these were brought under the YONO, under the financial superstores. And the third one was basically an open marketplace where I think more than I think the merchants were in 17 categories were integrated. So basically, YONO brings digital banking as well as the lifestyle banking on single platform. And that was a revolutionized or a game changer so far in the BFSI is concerned. And today, YONO is catering more than 68 million customers. Whereas my internet banking, which started in 2001, also caters to almost 90 million customers as on date. And with YONO, which was launched in 2017 for the retail customers, we then launched YONO for the business community also, whereby not only the corporate internet banking related facilities, that what are the corporate non-individual entity would like to undertake the banking activities, that was also brought under the YONO business. And in addition to the normal corporate internet banking related facilities, this trade finance, forex, cash management products, and supply chain finance also were brought under the same umbrella, under the same platform, where the corporate customer was able to carry out all their banking related transactions just on the click of the mouse. And later on, we also launched the mobile application for the YONO business also. But as you know, I think the India is agriculture country, and that is why we also launched YONO Krishi also, which is a one-stop solution for our YONO, our agriculture farmers and agriculture entrepreneurs. And as we were talking about the strength of the Basini, even our YONO Krishi is also made available more than 10 vernacular languages also. And this YONO Krishi is also actually taking care of not only for this financial needs of the farmers community, but it gives the advisory. It is an open marketplace for buying the farm inputs and fertilizers and other things also. And in addition to giving the options to go for all other financial products like insurance and mutual funds also. So when we talk about SBI, I think, as you know, I think it is catering to more than 550 million customers. And it is different class of customers. And that is where I think whether it's retail customers, corporate customers, or for the agriculturists, we have the products and services available on the digital platform. Today, my core banking systems, which powers more than 550 million customers, actually is handling more than 250 million transactions with almost 12,000 TPS per day. And that is where the bank can invested in this technology, because if we want to make available digital products and services on the digital platform, the backend has to be strong enough to take care of the volume. Because ultimately, in India, when we are catering to 1.4 billion citizens, my system also should be capable of handling that kind of a volume, because government is also supporting for the digital India and bringing more and more, developing more and more infrastructure in terms of a jam, in terms of, as we just see the presentation, more and more actually ecosystem is being involved in digital platform. So same way actually bank is also investing heavily on the technology and making its system more robust in this area. And here, as I said, even the bank also develop or set up its own private cloud also, which is again ISO 27001 certified, and which is now one of the largest private cloud in BFSI sector also. Bank has also established own data centers also, which is again ISO 27001 certified. Even the Uptime Institute of US has also accredited. This is one of the first data center accredited by the Uptime Institute for its maintenance and operations also. Bank has also developed a robust risk control framework also to ensure resiliency, security, and high ability of the systems and applications. Because when we talk about the digital, we have to be mindful about the security and data privacy. And bank is taking all precautions and investing again on the security side also. Our applications and ecosystem is multi-layered secured in terms of perimeter level security, network security, application level security, database level security, right? So this all I think being taken care by the bank to ensure that that ecosystem is truly secured and customers actually are not defrauded on this, at least from the bank's point of view. Now, when we talk about digital transformation, I think we need to make sure that the workforce is also reskilled and upskilled. And in that context also, bank has set up its own IT institute also, which is there at the Hyderabad, and which is, I think, helping the bank to reskill and upskill its workforce, and at least develop the digital leadership across the bank also, so that at least whatever the initiatives are taken by the bank are actually taken to the customers, at least to the end users in the rightful manner. So because of all these initiatives, as you know, I think the bank has also taken the digital leadership. As I said, State Bank of India is the largest public sector, having the highest market share in terms of deposit and advances, and even in terms of the workforce and in terms of the branch network and all. But when we talk about the digital leadership also, 24% of the SBI has a market share of 24% in mobile banking application, 30% market share in terms of ATM deployment, 26% market share in terms of debit card spend. And of course, UPI, as you know, I think it is in the month of August, it has crossed 10 billion transactions, and SBI has 1/3 share. 1/3 of the UPI systems is being powered by the SBI. So that is where I think the digital leadership the SBI speaks about. Here also, I think, I talked about the API, and as SBI also, I think, not behind in making the APIs available to the entire ecosystem. In fact, we have set up a API hub also, whereby the fintechs and startups can come to the sandbox and at least test our APIs and integrate with our systems also. Same way, when we come to YONO business, we have also set up the API banking, whereby the corporates also can integrate their ERP systems through API with our system also, so that there need not be any need for coming to the portal something and do the transactions and all. So again, as I said, SBI is taking all the steps at least to stay tuned with the technology developments also. And SBI is also, I think, forefront in at least all the government initiatives, whether it is a JAM. I think we are also the highest number of JAM accounts also. We are leveraging the Aadhaar in I think the best possible manner also. We have integrated our systems with the DigiLocker, where the customers can take their statements in the DigiLocker also. And at the same time, we are also integrating now with the DigiLocker, at least to leverage for at least doing the re-KYC for our existing customer also. And so far, CBDC is concerned. This is the latest, I think, development from the Government of India. And SBI also one of the pilot banks in rolling out the CBDC and integrating the CBDC with the UPI ecosystem. And in fact, I think during the G20, which was held in Delhi, SBI was one of the 2 banks who showcased the power of India's CBDC to the entire world. All the G20 countries there also. SBI is also, I think, invested in this ONDC also, which is basically a game changer, or at least taking this digital commerce on the open network also. So in nutshell, I think SBI, as I said, I think taking all steps and putting all its might in digital transformation and keeping in pace with the expectations of the government and state governments also. And at the same time, so far the government business is concerned, we have all extended our CMP platform, end-to-end digital platform also, for collection and payments for the government entities also, right? So in nutshell, I think, as I would say that we are continuously striving to develop our digital capabilities to focus on improving and the customer experience by bringing more and more digital products and bringing more and more services on the digital platform. Thank you. Thank you.